And now, your First Alert 5 weather.
And welcome back, everyone. Although just light amounts here for the urban corridor and the eastern plains over the past 24 hours, the mountains looking pretty good with that fresh coat of white. A-Basin, the resort, reporting 3 inches of fresh snow over the past 24 hours. Here in the Springs, we did see a light dusting overnight. If you were up early enough, you might have seen it on some of the cars or the grassy surfaces, but it melted really quickly thanks to some sunshine mixed with the clouds and temperatures that did warm above freezing. Still right now sitting at about 42 degrees, whereas the Steel City, you're up to around 50. Now that's much cooler than yesterday at this time, but certainly still fairly pleasant for this time of the year. Look at the sunshine in play here in Canyon City. Temperatures very comfortably into the lower 50s. Now, as we see generally clear skies tonight with just a few fair weather clouds, we're already looking off to the west. This is our next developing storm system. Ahead of it comes some really strong wind. That's going to factor into your forecast tomorrow, and then we see that wintry return to the weather pattern as we head towards Tuesday. So Monday, sort of the warm before the storm, if you will. Temperatures jumping up about 10 degrees on average from what we saw today. We'll be below freezing in the morning, but well into the 50s in the Springs by the middle of the day, with Pueblo's temperatures expected to warm into the lower 60s. And take a look at the wind speeds here, the wind gust futurecast graphic. The winds are really going to crank later tonight into the mountain areas. So if you're traveling there late tonight or anytime tomorrow, expect gusts up around 50 to 60 miles per hour. Even Teller County could see gusts around 40 to 50 tomorrow. I think most of us from Monument down to the Springs, we're going to be gusting around 30 to 40 at times on Monday. But yeah, look at some of the gusts down towards La Veta. This model pretty consistent with some of the other models I checked out, even showing some gusts up near 60 to 70 miles per hour. Then as we head towards Tuesday morning, this is the leading edge of the cold front. That's our next weather maker. Not only does it bring in some Arctic changes to the weather pattern, but it also brings in our next chance for snow. And I think that snow begins to develop in the mountains by Monday afternoon. Look what happens overnight into Tuesday morning. We get snow in Denver, some heavier snow into the high country, the Front Range, and then the leading edge of that system starts to drop south. So we will see some snow showers at times Tuesday morning into Tuesday afternoon, with most of that expected to break up shortly after sunset Tuesday night. And even though it's not going to be a huge fall of snow, certainly a little more impactful than what we just saw over the past 24 hours, I'm forecasting around a trace to 2 inches for the Springs and Pueblo, 1 to 2 for our friends in Canyon City, as much as 2 to 4 from Denver down to Woodland Park, and as much as 1 to 3 out towards La Veta and Walsenburg. Overnight lows tonight down to the mid-20s for Woodland Park and Colorado Springs, 33 in Canyon City, 22 in Pueblo. Highs tomorrow, they're going to be warmer than what we saw today, and we do have some high fire danger concerns down south from Pueblo County down to the New Mexico state line. Here in the Springs, gusty and mild on Monday with a high of 55. Nearly 30 degrees colder on Tuesday. It'll be windy. We'll see some snow showers as we'll see a midweek Arctic blast here in southern Colorado. As we make our way into Wednesday, we're blustery and cold, and then warmer and windy from Thursday to Friday. For Pueblo, we go from 63 to 33, a 1 out of 5 on the impact scale here in the Steel City. A snow amount should be a little bit less than, say, the Pikes Peak region. That chilly winter wind sticks around Wednesday, highs back to the 60s by Friday. Canyon City, it's a roller coaster ride of weather here. We go from 60 to 35, then back to the upper 50s as you wrap up the week. And for Woodland Park, I've got that wind and that snow on Tuesday. Breezy and cold Wednesday with some warming temperatures by Thursday to Friday. Diane?